Yeah, look, Bleiberg has a rich mining history. In fact, it was mined for over 700 years from 1336 into the early 90s when it closed due to declining zinc and lead pricing. And in fact, at the time of its closure, it was the sixth largest producer of germanium globally and one of the highest outside of China. Therefore, it is incredibly important for us to gain access to that data set so it could guide our exploration strategy in the area. The integration of over 100 years of historic data has been absolutely integral in defining our exploration strategy and identifying over 6 kilometres of high potential drill targets. We have gained access to this data which really guides and proves up a high potential mineralised corridor there, which we will look to get going and refine and drill test. Yeah, both germanium and gallium are elite semiconductors. So when it comes to high-end applications for high processing capability microchips, the germanium silicon chip reigns king. So the microchips that are needed in EVs and automotives, anything with high-end processing capabilities or high-end applications, germanium chips reign king. So gallium's also a fantastic semiconductor, and we believe that both of these strategic metals are absolutely integral in the part they'll play in the technology growth story throughout the world, and ultimately the part they'll play in a greener, more sustainable energy future. Yeah, Battery Age is well positioned to capitalise on the rising prices of germanium and gallium, which have surged over the past 12 months due to a couple of key reasons. Firstly, the forecast by the Taiwanese semiconductor manufacturing company, which manufacture the 5UM microchips, which have forecasted increasing amounts of germanium used in these chips, and even more applications for their 5UM chips to be used in. Both of these metals are on the critical mineral list for both the US, EU, India, Australia, you name it, they're on everyone's list. So we believe that there is a real need for these strategic metals outside of a China-controlled area. And also, through our research, Bleiberg has demonstrated some of the highest grades outside of China-controlled area for germanium. And in fact, we believe that we have the best exposure to germanium and gallium on the ASX. We've generated 6 kilometres of drill targets on the western half of the Bleiberg project. This is incredibly significant because we found evidence within that historical data set that there's a very high chance of intercepting mineralisation throughout this area. The correlation, digitisation and georeferencing of this historical data set has enabled the team to fast track and refine our drill targets, and ultimately that leads to a much higher chance of success with the drill bit, and leads us to being a low-cost explorer with a high chance of success in the area, and we're looking forward to getting started on that. Yeah, plenty of work to do over the next 6 to 12 months at Bleiberg. Myself and Dr. Simon Dorling will be back on ground there next month conducting in-field geological work, geological mapping and surface sampling. This will be used to further refine our drill targets that then will go into our maiden drilling application to be submitted to local authorities and the mining authority. On the back of that, we will prepare to start drilling, and we expect to be drilling in the European spring. So plenty more to come out, and we'll be updating the market as they come.